Hello, good day viewers. Here is the continuation of our lesson on solving past question paper, which is WAEC 2023 Mathematics Examination Objective Questions. Remember, we stopped at question number 9. So today we are going to begin with question number 10 down to question number 15. All right, let's get started. All right, here is question number 10. The question reads, m varies jointly as the square of n and the square root of q if m is equal to 24 when n is equal to 2 and q equal to 4. We're asked to find m when n is equal to 5 and q equal to 9. So now let us establish a relationship between m, q, and n. All right, it's stated that m varies jointly with what? Square of n. So we have n squared multiplied by square root of q. Square root of q. So to transform it into an equation, you have to introduce a constant. So m is now equal to a certain constant k multiplied by n squared multiplied by square root of q. And we have to find this constant. So k is now equal to m divided by n squared multiplied by square root of q. So to find this k, we are going to substitute the first statement given to us. We have m to be equal to 24, n equal to 2, and q equal to 4. So therefore, k is now equal to 24 divided by n to the power of 2, which is 2 to the power of 2, multiplied by square root of 4. This is equal to 24 to the top. To the bottom, we have 2 squared is 4 multiplied by square root of 4 is 2. So you can see to the bottom we have 4 times 2, which is 8, and 24 divided by 8 is equal to 3, and hence k is equal to 3. Therefore, we can substitute the value of k back into this given equation. And hence, therefore, m is equal to k multiplied by n squared. Okay, let me just substitute directly. We have 3n squared multiplied by square root of q. So this is the equation connecting m, n, and q. But we are asked to find m when n is 5 and q is 9. So we are going to substitute n equal to 5 and q equal to 9 in order to find the value of m. So let me write it here. When n is equal to 5, q equal to 9, and we are looking for m. We have m to be equal to 3 multiplied by 5 squared multiplied by square root of 9. This is equal to 3 multiplied by 25 multiplied by 3. Altogether, we have 225. And hence, the value of m is equal to 225. Let us check it. You can see that as option D. Now let us move on to question number 11. All right, here is question number 11. We are given that if the ratio of m to n is equal to 2, 1 over 3 to 1, 1 over 5, and the ratio of n to q is 1, 1 over 2 to 1, 1 over 3, we asked to find the ratio of q to m. I'm going to present you two different methods. Let's start with the first one. You know, a ratio can also be expressed in terms of division. So we can write m divided by n to be equal to, what is this? Let us transform it into an improper fraction. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Divide by 3. We equally divided by this, which is 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. Divide by 5. Now we can transform this into 7 divided by 3 multiplied by 5 divided by 6. If you simplify to the top, you have 7 times 5 is 35. Divided by 3 times 6 is 18. Let us keep this one aside. Then secondly, we're going to take n to q. So n divided by q will be equal to 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So we have 3 divided by 2. 3 divided by 2 divided by the other number, which is q. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. So we have 4 over 3. 4 over 3. If we simplify this, we have 3 divided by 2. You change this to multiplication and take reciprocal. We have 3 divided by 4. If you simplify this, you have 9 divided by 8. All right, remember what we are looking for. We are looking for a ratio Q to M. Q to M can be obtained by taking Q divided by N, then you multiply it by N divided by M. This will give us what? Q divided by M, which is what? Q to M, because N will cancel N, right? But what are these? We have N divided by Q, but this is Q divided by N. All we have to do is to take reciprocals. Instead of 9 divided by 8, we are going to take it as 8 divided by 9. Multiply by N divided by M. We have M divided by N, not N divided by M. We're equally going to take reciprocal. Instead of 35 divided by 18, we're going to take it as 18 divided by 35. For cancellation, you can see that 9 into 9 is 1, and 9 into 18 is 2. So we have to the top as 8 times 2 is 16. So we have 16 divided by 35, which is what? Q divided by M. And if we write it in ratio as Q to M, this will be 16 to 35. Which option is this? 16 to 35 is option A. Well, let me show you a very simple way to do that. All right, let me show you the simplest way to do that. You see we have M to N, and we equally given N to Q. So I can bring my N here, then Q here. Now let us substitute the values. The values will be, for M, we have this, which is 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, 7. We have 7 divided by 3 to what? N, and N is this one, which is 5 times 1 plus 1 is 6 divided by 5. Then I will bring N here, the second N, which is this one. We have it as 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3 divided by 2. So I'll write it here, 3 divided by 2 to what? Q, which is 3 times 1 plus 1 is 4 divided by 3. So our main goal is to make these middle values exactly the same. Once we do that, we can relate this one and this one. So let me start by doing something nice. The LCM between 3 and 5 is 15. So let us multiply this and this by 15. If you multiply this by 15, 3 will divide 15 5 times, and 5 times 7 is 35. To what? Multiply this by 15, you have 5 into 15 is 3, and 3 times 6 is 18. Then you come down to the other ratio. The LCM between 2 and 3 is 6. 2 divides 6 is 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. 3 divides 6 is 2, and 2 times 4 is 8. How can we make the middle numbers the same? By multiplying this by 2, right? Well, you have to multiply the two values by 2. So we have 35 to 18. Then 9 times 2 is 18. Likewise, 8 times 2 is 16. Remember that this is what? M, and this is Q. So we are looking for ratio of Q to M, which is equivalent to 16 to 35, which is option A, right? Now let us take question number 12. All right, here is question number 12. The question reads, 1/3 the sum of two numbers is 12. Thrice their difference is 12. Find the numbers. So I would like to declare the numbers with X and Y. So let the numbers be X and Y. And because one number is greater than other, I would like to let X to be greater than Y. So the first statement stated that 1/3 of their sum, 1/3 of their sum, X plus Y, they say is equal to 12. Then the second statement stated that thrice, 3 times their difference. So I have 3 times their difference, x minus y, since x is greater than y. They say this is also equal to 12. So I can transform this into something new. If you multiply the whole of this equation by 3, you have x plus y equal to 3 times 12 is 36. Then from this other one, if you divide both sides by 3, you have x minus y equal to 4. So now let us add the two equations together. To the left hand side, x plus x is 2x, y plus negative y is 0, so to the other side we have 40. Divide both sides by 2, you have x to be equal to 20. And how can we find the other value, which is y? We can plug in x equal to 20 here. We are dealing with objectives, this is why I'm doing rough work. So 20 minus y is equal to 4. Therefore, 20 minus 4 is equal to y, and y finally equal to 16. So you can see that x is equal to what? 20, while y is equal to 16. So the two values are 20 and 16. Let us find out. 20 and 16, which is option B. Then moving on to question number 13. All right, here is question number 13. We're asked to find the quadratic equation whose roots are given as 2 over 3 and negative 3 divided by 4. And you can see the quadratic equation is written in terms of y. Since these are roots, we can convert them into factors. So to transform this into a factor, what does this mean? It means y is either equal to 2 over 3 or y equal to negative 3 divided by 4. These are the two roots given to us. So to transform them into factors, if you take this one in, it becomes negative, right? We have y minus 2 over 3 equal to 0. And here we have y plus 3 divided by 4 equal to 0. So if you take these two factors and multiply them together, you are going to obtain that quadratic equation. So we have y minus 2 over 3 multiplied by y plus 3 divided by 4. This is equal to 0. By distribution, we have y multiplied by the whole of y plus 3 divided by 4. Then we take negative 2 over 3. We also distribute into the second bracket. Then we simplify and get our quadratic equation. This time this is y squared, so we have y squared. This time that we have 3y divided by 4. Then move into the other bracket. Minus 2y divided by 3 minus, if you multiply 2 by 3 you have 6, 3 by 4 you have 12, and the LCM between all of these numbers is 12, so we can multiply every single number by 12. So y squared times 12 is 12y squared plus the whole of this times 12. 4 will divide 12 3 times, and 3 times 3y is 9y minus this times 12. 3 will divide 12 4 times, and 4 times 2 is 8y. Then minus 6, because 12 will divide 12. The whole of this equal to 0. The only terms we need to simplify are the middle terms. 9y minus 8y is just single y. Finally, we have 12y squared plus y minus 6 equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. 12y squared plus y minus 6, which is option C. Now let us move on to question number 14. All right, here is question number 14. We are asked to make x the subject of the relation y equal to ax cubed minus b divided by 3z. Let me rewrite it here. We have y equal to ax cubed minus b divided by 3z. We're asked to make x the subject. Let us cross multiply. Y times 3z will give us 3yz equal to ax cubed minus b. Then you take b to the other side. It is negative here. To the other side, it will transform to positive. This is 3yz plus b equal to ax cubed. Our main goal is on x, so we can divide both sides by a, and hence x cubed is equal to 3yz plus b divided by a. And finally, take cube root of both sides. You have x to be equal to the cube root of 3yz plus b divided by a. And this is our final answer. Cube root of 3yz plus b divided by a. Do we have it? Cube root of 3yz plus b divided by a, which is option B. So now let us move on to the last question, which is question number 15 for today. All right, here is question number 15. The question reads, the price of a shoe was decreased by 22%. If the new price was $27.3, we are asked to find the original price. Okay, let us find it. Let the original price be X. So the price was depreciated by 22%. It means that the original price, if you take away 22% of the total price, which is X, you're going to get the new price, which is 27.3. 27.3. We can write X as 100X divided by 100. It doesn't matter. This is the same thing as X. Minus 22% of X is the same thing as 22 times X divided by 100. And the whole of this is what? 27.3. Our main goal is to find the value of X. To the top, you can see that 100 minus 22 is equal to 78. So we have 78X divided by 100. And this is equal to 27.3. If you multiply both sides by 100, you have 78X to be equal to 2730. And finally, we divide both sides by 78. 2730 divided by 78. And this is finally equal to 35. And remember that this is the original price before it was depreciated. 35, which is option D. And here comes to the end of today's tutorial. Tomorrow we're going to begin with question number 16. Do share to your learning colleagues. Bye-bye.